No, I can record. Okay, I'm recording. Let's put music. Hey Andy, welcome. So Andy, now we are trying to put a bottom right here. Ooh, don't move them up, please. I mean, put it back. There we go. In your country where you live.
How do I do that?
Okay, so let me put the link again. Here's a link in which you can join. And if you have a computer,
Yeah,
well, if you have a computer, it will be easier. But if you have a phone, just be careful because you can move the map. So you can like put the bottom or the circle in the country where you live.
okay. I'm just joining with my computer because it was not working, so that's why I joined with my phone right now. So, okay. Oh well.
Gladly, don't worry. And as well, if everyone can turn on your camera so we can see each other and we can get to know each other too, that would be awesome. Okay, we will give just 4 more minutes for this activity and then we can start. Okay, I'm seeing new faces. That's great. Okay, let me share it again. So I hope everyone can have the link so you can add your map. Okay, so we're gonna start. I hope everyone have joined and I hope everyone have already put your mark in this map. And what we want to ask you for is that you have your names at the bottom. If you can rename, put in your name and then which language did you speak, for example. If you speak in Spanish, you need to put, for example, name and then this, Spanish. And if you speak English, like this, English. So that way we can see who speaks in Spanish and who speaks in English. And if you do both, you can just put A2. Okay, if you speak both languages, you can put but in your name, like this. For example, I am Luciana, and I will rename myself as, okay, Ocean's Voice, and then I will put 2. Okay, so you can see in the members, like in the participants, that I have Ocean's Voice and then the number 2 because I speak the 2 languages. If you only speak one language, just let us know so we can start and we can do both languages in the meeting. Okay, we have English, both, 2, Spanish. Okay, so we have people that only speak Spanish. Sin problema vamos a dar también esta reunión también en español y en inglés para que todos lo podamos comprender y sea también de su agrado. Y vamos a comenzar. Bueno, antes que nada, antes que todo, bienvenidos. Welcome everyone. We are really happy to have you here because we have passed through a amazing year of working and this is the turn of 2021. in which we need to see more, we will work more and we will have more results because we will start with the regional projects. Así que bienvenidos. La verdad es que el año pasado fue un año de mucho trabajo, de mucho conocimiento, y este año no va a ser diferente, aunque sí vamos a tener que ponerle mayor esfuerzo porque estamos en 2021, así como también vamos a asistir a la COP y también nos estamos preparando, estamos en la década del océano y nos estamos preparando para 2030. So this is a big year. We're preparing ourselves to 2030, and we need to put the most effort that we have, and let's start. So first of all, what is JONGO? What is Oceans Voice, and what is the UNFCCC? So JONGO is the Youth Constituency of the United Nations, that is the UNFCCC, and in which JONGO has different working groups, and one of them is the ocean, in which we name it Oceans Voice. Así que nosotros empezamos en el grupo de jóvenes constituyentes de las Naciones Unidas que se llama JONGO, y JONGO tiene diferentes grupos de trabajo, y uno de ellos efectivamente es el de océanos, que nosotros lo llamamos Oceans Voice. So we started with just 10 members at the COI 15. Every year we have a COI, and this year we already have COI 16. And as well, there's where we started to make Oceans Voice a strategy and a focal point for other organizations and other working groups. Bueno, entonces empezamos en COI 15, ya estaba este grupo de trabajo establecido, pero cuando empezamos a trabajarlo fuerte y estratégicamente fue en 2015, le colocamos el logotipo, le hicimos una marca, lo pusimos más visual y empezamos a trabajarlo poco a poco. Empezamos con 10 personas y ahorita les digo cuántos somos. Okay, so it is important to mention that JONGO, as already said, they have different working groups. So we have electricity, we have gender, we have so many more, and not all of them are active through the year. Others, some of them are just like having meetings twice a year or once a year. But we are different because we're working the whole year, like every day, the whole year. So that's something that makes Oceans Voice unique. Not only the way we work, but also the quality we give, and also the times that we have for the working. Así que es importante enfatizar que JONGO tiene diferentes grupos de trabajo, como ya lo mencioné previamente, pero algo que diferencia a Oceans Voice es que trabajamos constantemente todo el año y además tenemos una calidad impresionante. Si podemos mejorar algo, lo hacemos, y eso es algo que tenemos siempre presente. Hay muchos grupos de trabajo, tenemos equidad de género, tenemos electricidad, transporte. Hay alrededor como 20 grupos de trabajo que luego podemos presentarles. Luis, casi también me puedes apoyar ofreciéndole los links para que puedan ellos entrar. Te lo apreciaría mucho. And now it is important to mention that the main point that we are going to do this year is that all the results that we have, we will take it to the COP26. So it will be in Glasgow. So this means these results will be shown in a global level, in which is Oceans Voice have done this through the year, meaning that youth is capable of having a strategy and having a team with advisory and with people with different ages, etc., etc. So the COPs are for us, like in conference, for us to communicate what we are doing. So that's really important, because it's not like our main goal to give everything to the COP, but it's like our main point of communication with all the world. Algo importante mencionar es que este año tenemos la COP26 y es esencial que nosotros tengamos resultados para la COP26, porque no va a ser nuestro como objetivo siempre las COPs, pero la COP lo que sirve es como un punto en el cual nosotros podemos contactar y difundir lo que Oceans Voice ha hecho, y para poder demostrar y enseñar que los jóvenes pueden tener estrategia bajo el tema de océanos, que es un tema complejo y es un tema internacional y necesita verse ahorita, y más porque estamos en la década del océano que se estableció por las Naciones Unidas. So a little bit about what we are going to do and we're going to talk about today is who we are. I already did that. What have we been doing in 2020? What are we going to do 2021? How can people join us, or who can they contact in the next step? So this is something simple in which I hope you can understand it. Like I can explain myself good. So if you had any question, please just raise your hand and we can start. Okay. Luis Carlos.
Okay, thank you, Lucy. Well, who are we? Um, we are an international working group, and you can send us your pictures so we can finish these types of collage. In the next slide, you can find, Lucy, can you change the slide? Thank you. Being part of this group is a great opportunity for each one of us. Together we are stronger. It is a unique opportunity to work at Ocean's Voice since you have the opportunity to learn how to create these strategies, plans, and coordinate environmental projects on live projects. There are different things you can win. You can win an exchange of knowledge and serve as social responsibility. You are part of international projects. You can create a positive impact with the environment, learn you will learn to coordinate different projects, and you're an example to millions of people. You become part of the history to act in the present and create a better future. Those who are present today are already being part of the solution. Es una oportunidad única para trabajar en Ocean's Voice, ya que tienen la oportunidad de aprender diferentes cosas. Entre estas están crear estrategias, planear y coordinar proyectos ambientales y proyectos de vida. Ustedes ganan un intercambio de conocimientos, sirven como responsabilidad social, también son parte de proyectos internacionales, pueden crear un impacto positivo en el ambiente y son un ejemplo para millones de personas. Se convierten en parte de la historia para actuar en el presente y crear un mejor futuro. Los que están al día de hoy presentes ya han sido parte de la solución. We're going to present our vision, mission, and values. Our vision is to be the benchmark for other international organizations formed by youth working for the climate change, focusing on the ocean, connecting its leader on the premise, one planet, one ocean, one voice. Nuestra visión es ser el punto de referencia para otras organizaciones internacionales organizadas por la juventud para crear y trabajar en el cambio climático. Hay que centrarnos en el océano y conectar a los líderes bajo la misma premisa, un planeta, un océano y una voz. Our mission, to offer support in the implementation of strategies that enable meaningful impact by means of international collaboration initiatives for in favor of the ocean sustainability at global, regional, local level. Ofrecer apoyo en la implementación de estrategias para obtener impactos significativos. Significa tener una colaboración entre iniciativas internacionales a favor del océano y su sustentabilidad, en un impacto a nivel global, regional y local. Y our values, inclusiveness, respect, innovation, loyalty, commitment, transparency, passion, and responsibility. Nuestros valores son inclusión, respeto, innovación, lealtad, transparencia, compromiso, pasión y responsabilidad. Our objectives, there are 4 main objectives. The first one is to prepare and empower young people. Second one, dissemination of ocean literacy. The third one, raise the sense of urgency. And the fourth one, contribute to ocean initiatives. Tenemos 4 objetivos principales en Ocean's Voice. El primero es preparar y empoderar a la juventud. El segundo es hacer conciencia sobre la contaminación del océano. Nuestro tercer objetivo es levantar el sentido de la urgencia para tratar estos temas. Y el cuarto es contribuir a las iniciativas oceánicas.
So I will take the word. Thank you, Luis Carlos. So I think this is a really important topic in which I want to thank each one of you, because thanks to you, we made the vision, and values. So last year we sent you a Google form in which you collaborate, sending like specific works about what is Ocean Voice for you and what you want to be and what you want to have in Ocean's Voice in the future. So that way we create the mission, vision, and values. And every time you want to say like, what is Ocean's Voice, you need to say the mission, vision, and values. So this means you can have like a clear image of what we are doing and who we are. Así que agradezco mucho, Luis Carlos, por haber ahorita mencionado, y los agradezco también a ustedes, porque gracias a ustedes pudimos crear esta misión, visión y valores. No es sencillo, pero fue una oportunidad para nosotros para tener como claramente qué es lo que buscamos como jóvenes, ¿no? Something amazing is that we are 300 youth leaders. So this map is not actualized, but we will actualize and we will like share it with you later. It is something amazing because this is like the people that we have in each country and we are growing. And this is something that represents so much for all of us. And if you want to invite more friends, you can do it, but it can be friends that are committed with the ocean and friends that you know they will do a great work. Así que estoy muy emocionada de que ya seamos 300 jóvenes, 300 líderes que queremos hacer la diferencia. Aquí pueden observar dónde se localizan en diferentes países. No está actualizado, pero lo vamos a actualizar y se va a mostrar en la página web. Entonces, eso es algo increíble porque nos da a conocer y nos muestra que estamos haciendo un buen trabajo. Y eso, eso es algo inexplicable como se puede sentir, porque es un esfuerzo diario, la verdad. So now, what we have done, 2020, a big year, COVID year, but that doesn't stop us, right? So accomplishment in 2020, we formed up together a working group from 10 people to 300 youth leaders, and now more than 60 countries. As well, we made visible our slogan that is One Planet, One Ocean, One Voice. So that means that it's your responsibility to say we are one ocean. We cannot say any more oceans, because if we say this is like a way in which we can see the world, that is one ocean that connects all of us. And no matter what is happening in another part of the world, it's our responsibility to contribute, okay? So that's something we might take consideration, as well the social media. So I wanna share this with you. In the social media, we have here how many people do we are, from where we start working, our vision, mission, and values. Well, no, our mission and vision, and like the way we have like different working groups that we have 4. And here you can find like everything. YouTube to join us, the mailing, contact us, get to know the team. Here you can add yourself to the Padlet. The people that add here in the Padlet is the people that will appear in the webpage. So if you're not here, you won't appear in the webpage, and that's something you might take in consideration. So if you also have a project that is related with the ocean and that have like specific characteristics that we are searching for, you can apply for our logotype, so that logotype can appear in your project. As well, the Spotify. And if you in your country, for example, in the other day, one person told me like, hey, in my country, I cannot use Spotify. We said like, hey, don't worry. We have Anchor, in which we have different platforms with which you can open the podcast. As well, we are appearing monthly in the UNMGCY newspaper. So that's something really important. This submitting, and if you want to create alliances with NGOs, organizations, or projects, it is important to contact our Global Affairs Director. So, return. Ok, en español. Bueno, aquí pueden encontrar misión, visión Al igual pueden encontrar todas las plataformas posibles desde Instagram, Facebook, Y además aquí en el Padlet, por favor, llénate, agrégate al Padlet, porque de lo contrario no podrás aparecer en la página web. Entonces, tenlo pendiente. Y bueno, lo demás, las demás aplicaciones, por ejemplo, la aplicación del logo, es para que si tienes algún proyecto que cumpla con específicas características, me refiero a que nada, ay, se me olvidó el nombre, pero nada que ver con temas de negocios o así, nosotros podemos apoyarte con nuestro logotipo y apoyar a difundir tu proyecto. Y bueno, algo importante también es que puedes encontrar el podcast en diferentes plataformas, o sea, estamos infinitos. Y bueno, también si tienes alguna organización y quieres crear alianzas, también lo puedes hacer. Y bueno, aquí puedes checar todo y si tienes alguna duda, no dudes en preguntar. Okay, so as well, we are establishing our web page. We have, I cannot click right now because I couldn't open yesterday, but we have a person we have two people that is in charge of the web page, that is Shira and Dohir. Shira and Dohir, they're in charge of the web page. So that's amazing because we can already show our web page and it will be ready. I hope it's in process. It can be ready next week. Or yeah, next week. And we made the organigram with the regions and departments. We created advisory board. We have here Patricia. We also come with Hector. We made a podcast in different languages. We have Portuguese, Spanish, and English. We have created alliances. We started a project of Mar Menor in which, because it was our first project, it was like for us, like a big move, because it was like, hey, we're starting with big things right now. So that's something that is really important. So we are going with that. We are still in the process. We have had over 100 meetings, and it's not joking. Like with all the with all the team, and I think we had more, but we put 100. We also created the Day of the Ocean video, and it's our first video. It's amazing. It's the most wonderful video I have seen in Ocean's Voice. And something to consider is that you can find it on YouTube. And also we had a panel with SOA and the ADEX, and we have collaboration with Pacto por el Clima and the UNMGCY newspaper. So all the links you can search in the link site, okay? En español, ok. Entonces, algo importante es que hemos formado un grupo de 10 personas a 300. Suena sencillo, no lo es, pero es un trabajo en conjunto. No es de una persona, es en conjunto, como cada uno pone su granito de arena. Y bueno, perteneces a 60 países. También hicimos visible nuestro como lema, que es un planeta, un océano, una voz, que es esencial, que es la unión que tenemos entre nosotros y que necesitamos más que nunca. Y bueno, también nuestro logotipo fue una persona, lo creó de Alemania. Someone from Germany created the logotype, so we are so happy with her. Y bueno, también empezamos a tener esta parte de social media. Ya les enseñé como la plataforma de cómo se ven todas las redes sociales. También tenemos la página web, creamos el organigrama, los departamentos, tenemos un consejo de asesores, que es esencial, chavos. No saben lo importante que es tener un consejo de asesores que les enseñe la forma de comunicarse, de temas legales, etc. Realmente es una ventaja enorme. También hicimos el podcast en diferentes idiomas, español, inglés y portugués. Estamos creando alianzas, empezamos el proyecto de Mar Menor y seguimos en proceso porque fue nuestro proyecto global, fue nuestro proyecto de Ocean's Voice. Entonces, seguimos en proceso porque fue un proyecto largo. Imagínense coordinar a tantas personas, pero estamos viendo resultados muy padres y ya tenemos pensado tener la conferencia de prensa este o el siguiente mes. Hemos tenido alrededor de yo digo que más, pero hemos tenido alrededor de 100 reuniones. Yo cuento como 150. Y bueno, también hicimos el video del Día del Océano. También tuvimos nuestro panel con SOA y con ADEX, que Sustainable Ocean Alliance es una organización internacional muy fuerte. Y ADEX es como un network, como un grupo de personas, pero de Asia, y nos invitaron. También aparecimos en la UNMGCY en su periódico, que es esencial. Vamos a aparecer cada mes. Y bueno, nuestro webinar compacto por el clima con especialistas. Ok. Ahora, the way we communicate with each other. So this is important. And please put attention on this because we have the general group to join the WhatsApp group, in which it is important for me to mention these things. I would not go deeper, but I will say just like the specific, the one that are in bold. So what are the things we need to consider in Oceans Voice chat? So respect, privacy, and confidentiality. So this is important. Also, the general, we will have the general channel. So the general channel is for you for important information. We're trying not to make a lot of spam. So if you have a lot of initiatives that are related with the ocean, share it there. But remember not to send a lot of messages. As well, kick posts on the topic. Yeah. So stay firm with the things and be specific in when you want to talk in the WhatsApp group. As well, if you want to post a message, you can say like, remember to use the word to always have respect. Let me check if someone has the microphone. Yeah. Okay. As well, it is important to be tolerant. Don't blame others and be tolerant, respect diversity and individual differences, abusive or inappropriate posts. In the moment we see inappropriate posts, we would talk to you and we say, thank you for being a part of Ocean Voice, but we cannot support this. As well, if someone violates the rules, that I will send it to you and I go deeper because I don't want to make this meeting long. Again, we will talk to you and we will say thank you for being part, but depending obviously in the gravity of in which you commit the something is how we would talk about. Y bueno, algo importante es seguir estas reglas de respeto, cómo publicar las cosas, no tener este como spam. Y bueno, también ser tolerante con las demás personas, respetar, aceptar, incluir. Y es importante tomar en cuenta que no todos tienen los servicios o no todos tienen la conexión que nosotros tenemos. Eso es importante tomarlo en cuenta y bueno, quien no siga con estas reglas, vamos a platicar contigo y te vamos a decir muchas gracias por formar parte, pero aquí es un ambiente de respeto y queremos que todos se sientan respetados e incluidos. Okay, so something for to end this part is that Asia Pacific uses WhatsApp. Europe and also uses Discord sometimes. Europe Mediterranean, they use WhatsApp and Discord. Africa, Gulf of Guinea, they use WhatsApp. America, Caribbean, it depends. So North America, they use mailing and WhatsApp. Gulf of Mexico and the Caribbean, they use WhatsApp. And South America, they use WhatsApp. So if you're not in their chats, please send a message in the general meeting like, hey, I'm not in the chat. Please, coordinator, can you help me? And that way your coordinator can help you. Okay, at the end, I will take the questions. So please, Estela, you can save your question later so you can remember it. Oh, okay. So we have changes, obviously. We have different departments. We have the direct report, we have the advisory board, and as you can see, and I know that your coordinators already talked to you about this, is that we have different task groups. So we have the research task group, public relation and institutional connection, communication, and the new one, recruitment task group. El grupo de trabajo de reclutamiento, they will be in charge of, for example, if we have a new member, they will contact the new member and they will give the presentation about Ocean Voice, who we are, and as well the recruitment task group when the pandemic allows and COVID and you are safe, obviously. You can go to different schools and present what is Ocean's Voice. Like, hey, you can join Ocean's Voice. So you can have like different activities. You can have webinars about how to introduce Ocean's Voice. So remember, think outside the box. And this is the group in which you are engaging with the people to join Ocean's Voice. So this means that you need to know what is Ocean's Voice, like back and towards and all the sites. And obviously also the newest departments is that we have community manager department and we have translation department. So if you are good with languages, you can go with translation department and you can help us with the forms, with the documents, etc., etc. And community manager, they are in charge of the posting. So we are now 630 followers and we have 630 followers on Instagram, thanks to them. They're doing an amazing job. And also thanks to you that you are already and you're always sharing. Bueno, así que de volada me gustaría decir que el grupo de reclutamiento va a encargarse, cuando obviamente la pandemia lo permita, es ir a las escuelas, presentar qué es Ocean Voice, los nuevos miembros, quién ha entrado al grupo de WhatsApp, hey, ¿cómo estás? Hacerle la bienvenida, sentirse, que se sientan en familia, que se sientan cómodos con lo que es Ocean's Voice. Y bueno, ya es importante tener en cuenta que a ellos les vas a dar la presentación. ¿Qué es Ocean's Voice? Lo mismo que yo te estoy diciendo a ti, tú se lo vas a dar a ellos. Entonces también tú te vas a foguear con esta área de comunicación, cómo expresas las cosas, cómo vas a conocer a más personas. La verdad es que a mí me gusta mucho, está muy padre. So now for 2021, this is important too, so pay attention. So we are having, before I start, okay, we have the Global Affairs Director in which it says concrete more alliances. So if you are an NGO that wants to collaborate, let us know, especially in Natasha. And as well in the link fly at the bottom, it said like NGO, let's collaborate or something like that. You can click there and then you can contact Natasha. Okay, that is in process because we're working on that. We already have alliances with Anáhuac, it's a university in Mexico. We have alliances with SOA. We started having alliances with Pacto por el Clima, Eco House, that you can search in Instagram. Peace Boats is in process, and other more. So it's really good. As well, we're gonna have the selection of the task group leaders and division of the task groups. That will be on Monday. So if you haven't filled the forms of task groups, you need to do it now. Obviously, if you fill it later, your coordinators will tell you like, hey, you're in this working group, and you're in this task group. So don't worry about that. But fill it now so that your coordinators can have a list of the task groups in which you belong. And for example, if you are in recruitment task group or you are in a research task group, you already know where you are, so you can start working. So that's something we might take in consideration, and we're gonna decide who is gonna be the leader. Well, your coordinators will decide who is gonna be the leaders. Also, we want to attach Django's logo in post and diffusion. So we have Ocean's Voice logo and we have the Ocean's Working Group logo. So we will put both. That's something really good. And as well, we're gonna have webinars. So we have 2 per region. This means that, for example, in America Caribbean, we're gonna have in Spanish and English, and North America will do it in English, and South in Gulf of Mexico will do it in Spanish. So please check the chat, check the messages that the coordinators are giving to you, fill the forms if you wanna present in a webinar, and that's really good because you're getting known from a lot of parts of the world. And for example, the other time, someone was in a webinar and what happened is that someone from Pakistan sent a message like, hey, I want you to appear in my conference or something like that. So something that you cannot believe is what happens. As well, we're gonna conclude with the project of Mar Menor. So this is a little bit long, so please, I will explain like the clearest way I can do it. So the Mar Menor campaign process, we are in the part of campaign. This means the task groups that will be or like still working the Mar Menor is the communication task group and the public relation task group. But next week, we're gonna have the 3-month project. The 3-month project will be decided by the majority of votes in a regional discussion. This means that you in a group will have a table discussion, regional discussion, in which you say like, hey, I choose this topic because this, and this, and the way we can contribute is this, and this. So this means that it's not only to bring a topic to the discussion, but explain why you think is that important, that topic, and then they will vote for the 2 projects or 1 project that you like the most, and that will present it to the advisory board. So that's something we must do that way, so we can have the part of transparency and inclusive everyone, and obviously there will be a votation. So the majority of votes will be for that project, and the research task group will be start as a first instant to that project. But meanwhile, the research task group is making the research of that project that the region decide. the communication and public relations task group will still finish the part of campaign process that will be finished like in March. So I hope let me know if you have questions about this, because that's something really important, that the communication task group and public relations will still working with Mar Menor, but the research task group, after the region decide what will be the project, they will start working on the research. Obviously, they will set regional objectives. For example, our objective is to have this benchmark, and they need to be like really specific. Also, we will have panel with SOA in March. We're planning to have a panel from all Latin America. This means we will have all the countries there, and please join us because we will have like 3 initiatives per country, and this will be big. And we have an invitation to a conference in Los Cabos. So Oceans Voice, I am invited to assist as Oceans Voice to Los Cabos in a conference of coastal zones. This means people are getting an Oceans Voice, and that's big and that is important. Ahora rápido en español. Estamos concluyendo más alianzas. Tenemos a Natasha Pérez, que ya se encarga de las alianzas. También tenemos, si tú quieres aplicar, tienes alguna NGO o iniciativa, puedes hacer clic en este link que se encuentra también en nuestro Instagram, en nuestra biografía, y hasta abajo dice Let's Create Alliances. También estamos seleccionando ya a los líderes de los grupos y dividiendo en los task groups, en los grupos, task groups. Entonces, por favor, agrégate en ese forms porque es esencial que tú estés ahí. También estamos agregando el logotipo de Yongo, pero la parte de océano. Entonces nos hicieron uno para océanos. Entonces estamos agregando Ocean Voice y Yongo Océano. Estamos incluyéndolo porque ya hicieron el esfuerzo de crear ese logotipo para nosotros y creemos importante también complementarlo. Es importante también considerar que vamos a tener 8 webinars. Va a ser 2 por región. Va a empezar el 18 de febrero y va a terminar en marzo. Se puede correr una semana si ustedes no creen que ya tienen todo listo, pero sí es importante ir viendo quiénes van a participar. So something important about the webinars is that if you think the American-Caribbean region is not ready yet for the webinars, like the people is not decided who's going to be there, you can how can you say, like put it 1 week after. Okay, do it 1 week after. If you think you need more time, we can do it, don't worry. Y bueno, vamos a concluir con el proyecto de Mar Menor. Ahora, escuchen bien esto porque es importante. El proceso de campaña, ya estamos en la parte de conferencia de prensa, crear los posts, el webinar y todo el rollo, pero es importante que el área de comunicación, o sea, el único que va a estar trabajando, los únicos task groups que van a estar trabajando en el Mar Menor van a ser 2, comunicación y relaciones públicas y conexión institucional. Van a seguir trabajando el proyecto de Mar Menor porque necesitamos la parte de contacto, necesitamos la parte de comunicación, los posts, webinars, alianzas, etc, etc. Pero a la par, ustedes como región van a decidir un proyecto. Y si tú quieres hacer un proyecto, no sé, yo quiero meter carbono azul y los manglares. Ok, entonces yo vengo con este proyecto y yo voy a decir, ¿por qué es importante avanzar con este proyecto? Y por qué es importante nosotros tener y abordar este proyecto. Entonces tú argumentas, miren, yo tengo este proyecto porque es tal, va a apoyar a tal, preguntas específicas y ya por medio de votación se va a decidir cuál proyecto se va a llevar a cabo por 3 meses y bueno, se va a avanzar con ese proyecto. Y a partir de que ya se decida el proyecto, el grupo de investigación va a empezar con el research, va a empezar con la investigación, pero el área de comunicación y relaciones públicas van a seguir en la parte de Mar Menor. Ya que terminemos con el Mar Menor, se van a pasar con el proyecto regional. Entonces no se preocupen, es porque necesitamos de su apoyo más que nunca. Y bueno, la parte de recruitment task group will be in charge of the new members, so don't worry. Y el área de reclutación va a estar a cargo de los nuevos miembros. Vamos a tener paneles con SOA, vamos a contemplar toda Latinoamérica, quiere decir que va a estar como 22 países presentes, con cada uno 2 o 3 iniciativas, se está llevando a cabo ya algo fuerte. Y bueno, también tenemos la conferencia en Los Cabos que hemos sido invitados, bueno, me invitaron por parte de Oceans Voice y es algo importante porque estamos siendo reconocidos a nivel ya nacional o internacional. Okay, something else. Increase the number of members. We're at 300, but let's be realistic. 300 people, they're not everyone like really active or committed. So we want to have more people that is committed with the team, that is active with the team, that is engaging with the team, that love the team and understand what we are doing and keeps track of everything that we do and organize ourselves. It's important to have organization in our lives and in what we do. So that's something we might take consideration. Also, we have a possible arrange with a live with National Geographic. We are waiting for the third confirmation, so that's in process. We're gonna have from the project manager that is Carlos, and also we have another person that is Alfredo. They will be in charge of the team trainings. This means they will start March and April. They will start to you, for example, trainings about how can you use your time wisely, or how can you prepare yourself better for the projects, how can you set objectives, etc., etc. So they will share with you that. We'll have the part of the web page, we will boost the web page, and we'll also publish articles. So at the moment we're gonna say like we are ready to publish articles. If you're a scientific or you have a PhD in something, you can publish articles there. That's something good. And also we're gonna search for badges for the COP 2026. So the part of badges of how to be part of the COP is that you need to contact organizations that have badges. And then after you contact them, you talk to them, and if they want, they can offer you a budget, but it's a big work towards that. And that's something we're working on. Also that each area and department and region will continue working. That's something that will not change. Y bueno, rápido es que vamos a aumentar el número de personas activas, que realmente amen a Oceans Voice y que sigan trabajando, que están organizadas, que digan, o sea, yo me aviento lo que sea, porque de eso se trata y más este año. Tenemos un posible live con National Geographic. Ya estamos esperando nuestra confirmación número 3. Entonces, that's something, es algo padrísimo. También vamos a tener entrenamientos con ustedes. Quiere decir que vamos a ofrecer entrenamientos para cómo ocupar su tiempo, cómo ocupar mejor su tiempo, cómo establecer objetivos claros, específicos, etcétera, etcétera. Vamos a mejorar nuestra página web, ya tenemos a los encargados. Y bueno, ahí si tú tienes algún doctorado o estás relacionado con la ciencia, en temas oceánicos, puedes publicar artículos ahí, es lo que también estamos esperando. Estamos también buscando acreditaciones para la COP26 en Glasgow. No es algo sencillo, tenemos que contactar muchas organizaciones para que nos puedan ofrecer las acreditaciones. Y bueno, cada uno va a estar trabajando, cada área y cada departamento, cada región va a seguir trabajando. Por favor, chequen los mensajes de sus coordinadores. Check your coordinators' messages. That's really important. So something to make brief about what you need to feel is this. So for new members, that's something you already feel for joining Oceans Voice. If you haven't felt it, please send a message in the general chat. We have the Oceans Voice task group leaders. You must feel it. You already have it in the chat. And also for Oceans Voice first webinars, are you in? So that's something, if you want to be part of the webinar, you need to feel it. Así que llenen estos formularios, por favor, es esencial y todos están a la mano. And yes, so I already explained about Mar Menor, but it's something we need to take in consideration. We're just waiting for the press conference. We have the document done. We have everything done. And I want to show you the document. I think it's really good. Let me show it to you. Okay, this is an example of the research that we made. So this is something that all the regions have worked on this. Okay, so I want to see like the deeper that we went with the research and with everything. So you have to do that with the next projects. How can people join us? It is easy. If you have a friend, you can call your friend. But also you need to fill the forms that I say here. That is for new members, because that way we can have your contact, we can have your mail, so we can send you mails, etc., etc. And something important, if you are not receiving a mail, Luis Carlos will send later on a spreadsheet in which you need to put your name and mail correct, because sometimes you put your name incorrectly, your mail incorrectly, so that's why you're not receiving the mails. Algo importante es que Luis Carlos va a mandar un Excel después para que ustedes puedan llenar su correo y su nombre, porque a veces colocan mal su correo y no les llega o les rebota los correos. Por favor, pongan atención con eso, colóquenlo bien. Y las personas que se puedan agregar, agréguense en la página en Instagram, en Facebook, en este link donde dice Join Us. ¿Qué esperamos de ustedes? Esperamos que sean responsables, esperamos mucha parte de commitment, o sea, que realmente estén comprometidos con las iniciativas y los proyectos de Oceans Voice, que lean el WhatsApp de su región, básicamente también, y también todas las plataformas de comunicación que tengan. Los de Norteamérica, los de América del Norte tienen mail. Share and follow Oceans Voice social media, please. We're doing a lot of effort on that. Be active through the year. Have a good communication with your coordinators, director, or supervisor. If something is happening to you, tell your coordinator. They will be in charge of saying like, hey, thank you for telling me, let me know. Thank you for having that communication with me and that confident. So please tell them with them. Finish your task group on time. Remember, if you don't finish your task group, you will affect another person. Así que termina tu trabajo a tiempo para que no afectes a otras personas. Es importante trabajar en equipo. Teamwork is essentially here. And positive energy. Like, hey, we are ready. We're ready for the next task. Today wasn't like a good day, but I'm ready. I'm ready to work because I know you are. This is a place in which we need to put everything of ourselves because we are trying to change the world in a big scale, in a global scale. Who can they contact? So I already said, social media, friends, recruitment task group. So the recruitment task group will be in charge of giving the process of the people. Also, and they will be in charge of saying like, hey, how are you doing? Are you understanding everything, all the steps that you need to do? And they will keep track of the people. Now, something fast. Luis Carlos, do you want to present or do you want me to introduce them?
Yeah, I can introduce them.
Okay.
Well, this is our advisory board. We have two advisors. Héctor Alafita Vázquez, he is our technical and legal advisor, and Patricia Hurtado de Mendoza, the strategic communication advisor. Nuestra mesa de asesores está compuesta por dos asesores, Héctor Alafita Vázquez, él es nuestro asesor técnico y legal, y nuestra asesora de estrategias de comunicación es Patricia Hurtado de Mendoza. Then we have our directive board. There we have it. Luciana Verástegui, our coordinator and contact point. Julia Bator, regional supervisor. Luis Carlos Morillo, project manager and contact point. Natasha Perez, global affairs director. And in the department's supervisor, we have Nicole Arabani and Ian Oliva as the administrative assistants. En nuestra mesa directiva tenemos a Luciana Verástegui como punto de contacto y coordinadora, a Julia Bator como supervisora regional. En el departamento de supervisión tenemos a Nicole Arabani, a Ian Oliva como asesor administrativo, a Natasha Pérez como relaciones públicas, directora de relaciones públicas, y a Luis Carlos Morillo como
Director de proyectos.
Ajá, director de proyectos y punto de contacto.
Algo importante es que Luis Carlos ya es punto de contacto. Quiere decir que nosotros como punto de contacto son los que tenemos comunicación directa con Jongo y explicamos lo que vamos haciendo. Y orgullosamente en la reunión pasada nos dimos cuenta que somos el grupo más activo, con mayor trabajo que hemos hecho en todo el año. Ahora en inglés. Something important is that Luis Carlos is already our contact point, and our role as contact point is to communicate directly with Jongo, and that is part of the United Nations as well. We do, and we notice that we are proud that we notice that we are the most active group and the one that has the better strategy. And I mean that's something what we wanted, but we're happy that we're looking at results.
Yeah, we're really happy, and we are being a benchmark to other international organizations, and that is one of our objectives and our mission. I will proceed presenting the coordinations. We have the Asia Pacific region. Sharmin Sharamin, our coordinator, and Nikhil Kumar, the sub-coordinator of this region. En la región de Asia-Pacífico tenemos como coordinadora a Sharmin Sharamim y a Nikhil Kumar como subcoordinador. In the Africa Gulf of Guinea region, we have Eric Gomla as our coordinator and Bertin Calimbiro as a subcoordinator. En África, Golfo de Guinea, en esta región tenemos a Eric Gomla como nuestro coordinador y nuestro subcoordinador es Bertin Calimbiro. In the American Caribbean region, we have Heitor Sabino as the regional coordinator, Saul Pinberg as the regional sub-coordinator, and in the sub-regions, we have Dani Osorio, the coordinator of the sub-region North America, Carla Montalvo, coordinator of the sub-region Gulf of Mexico, Caribbean, and Maria Zurikowska, coordinator of the sub-region of South America. En la región de América Caribe tenemos como coordinadora a Heitor Sabino y a Saúl Peinberg como subcoordinador regional. Y en las subregiones, Dani Osorio es el coordinador de la subregión de Norteamérica, Carla Montalvo es la coordinadora de la subregión del Golfo de México y el Caribe, y María Zurikowska es la coordinadora de la subregión de Sudamérica. And last but not least, we have the Europe-Mediterranean region. Rosana Belomo as our coordinator and Samuel Castel as the subcoordinator. Y por último, pero no menos importante, en la región de Europa Mediterránea, Rosana Belomo es nuestra coordinadora y Samuel Castel como el subcoordinador. Thank you, Lucy.
Thanks to you. So, as I already said, we are in the right moment to work towards the ocean. So welcome to Oceans Boys. If you have already been Oceans Boys, welcome to this starting project and a starting year that we want to give everything of ourselves. And obviously, it is important to mention that we are in the decade of the ocean, and that's something that gives us an opportunity to us to show and also to participate in a lot of initiatives. So that this means that is going on a lot of initiative and events that we want to be part. And yeah, so let's start. Y bueno, estamos en el momento indicado para trabajar con el océano, porque estamos ya se estableció por medio de las Naciones Unidas que estamos en la década del océano. Entonces es una oportunidad para nosotros para poder comunicarnos, tener alianzas, participar en eventos, trabajar como se debe, tener resultados fuertes. Realmente es algo importantísimo. Okay, so now I go with Carla. She wanted to say something, and then we go with questions, and then someone is okay. Thank you so much.
Right, Lou. Can I share screen?
Yes. Let me just a second. Yeah, so you have it.
Okay, thank you. I still can't share my screen.
Yeah, I mean, I will make you co-host. I think now you can.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Well, I want to share with you guys the invitation for our members webinar. In this webinar, you will be the one who will be sharing, who will be sharing all the information you want about a topic related to the ocean, ecology, society, your city, earth, something you feel really passionate about, something you feel you know a lot. Don't worry, you don't need to be an expert, you don't need to have a PhD or something. You just need to know really well about that topic. For example, if someone asks out loud, you can be able to respond. It will be real fun. We will be transmitting it on Facebook and Zoom. And well, for my region, I'm the coordinator of Gulf of Mexico and Caribbean. And we will have 5 speakers in total. So what you need to have is good knowledge of a topic, as I already told you, the ability for public speaking, of course, good internet connection for that day, please, and a serious commitment for this webinar. So if you are interested, please fill out the Google form that I will send to you. I will send to you right now in the chat and also in our general chat. If you are not, if you don't belong to my region, don't worry, your coordinator will give you the link, and with us, you will organize everything that you will say. We will help you, don't worry about it. We will do all the strategy to make it possible. So don't worry, but please fill out the Google form that we will send to you, as Lucy said. Thank you so much for your time, guys, and this is everything.
Thank you, Carlita. Okay, so I can share my screen. Thank you. Okay, now let's proceed with, do you have any questions? Okay, so the way we want to make the question is raise your hand and let's see if someone has a question. If you don't understand something that I say because I say like really fast, or you say like, hey, that's something I truly want to, like, for you to tell me again, I can do it. Si quieres que repita algo, dime. Si lo dije muy rápido también, si no lo comprendiste también. And something important for North America, this is an announcement. Your coordinator, he's saying like if you can stay 10 minutes more because they're having you're having a meeting with them because you're gonna talk about next steps with him. So please stay, North America, stay. América del Norte, quédate 10 minutos para poder platicar un poquito de los siguientes pasos y temas que hay que hablar con el coordinador. Y bueno, tenemos dos preguntas. We have two questions. Maya, please.
Yes, I want to understand what you meant with this is the decade of the ocean.
Okay, so the United Nations, they already established these 10 years as the decade of the ocean. This means we need to concentrate in the ocean. We need to have a focal vision and concentration with the ocean. This is the topic in which we need to work more. This is like a starting point of saying like, hey, we need to work on the ocean. It's important to do it. And they already established this decade, a decade of the ocean. That's why the COP25, it was called the Blue COP, because it was like, it is important to work on the topic of international part of the ocean in different oceanic regions. So it's like an idea, and to put out loud that we need to work on that as well. If Patty, you want to say something regarding that? I know you are so deep in that topic.
Yes, I can just say I have just shared in the chat the link for the official website of the Ocean Decade. So you can enter there when you have time to take all the information. And the decade has just been launched. And there's a very nice webinar if you want to see in the YouTube page of UNESCO. It's called A Brave Ocean. I invite you to see that. It's very, very good information about that there.
Thank you, Pat. I love you. We answered your question, Maya?
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks to you. Now, Estela.
Hi, so I was confused okay, so I'm from Panama, and Panama is sometimes like included in South America, North America, and the Caribbean. So I was confused on whether I like belong to the North America, no, but both of Mexico, Caribbean, or South America group in the WhatsApp group.
Okay. That's a really good question. You're the first person from Panama, so you can decide. I mean, this is your opportunity, and if we see, you're gonna later. If you will see that you were better, you feel comfortable, you can make I don't know, like with a map, you can say like, hey, I'm closer to Gulf of Mexico, Caribbean, or I think I can work better with the South America. Check that. Is up to you.
Thank you.
Thanks to you. And now, Anita.
Hi, Lucy. Thank you so much. My question was somewhat similar. So since I used to be the coordinator of sub-coordinator of North America, I'm still in the North America group, but since I'm from Mexico, I'd rather be in the Mexico group. So I'm just wondering if it's possible for me to change
Yeah,
groups. Yeah, is that okay?
yeah. I mean, it is important that you mentioned your point in like, hey, I'm changing my task group. I'm changing my region because I'm not living there. Obviously, if you're a person that travels a lot and you're in different, it's not your case, but if you're a person that travels a lot and you're in different parts of the world at the same time, choose one and work with that one if you feel more comfortable because of the time zones, etcétera, etcétera. Así que si tú vives en muchas partes del mundo y andas viajando por todas partes, escoge solamente una región que te sientas más cómodo y también con el tiempo de horario, porque es importante contemplar que todos tenemos diferentes tiempos de horario. Asia tiene diferente, África tiene diferente y es tomarlo en cuenta. Pero sí, Ana, claro que sí.
Perfecto, mil gracias, Lucy. Ahorita le escribo a mi coordinador.
Gracias a ti. Do we have any other question?
Yes, I think in the chat.
In the
Andy.
chat. Andy, do you have
I have a question. Yeah, I saw about the regional project, and I wanted to ask if the project has to be something that will be made or will be like construction or whatever, or can it be like an awareness project?
We want to having like the projects that you will decide, we want you to be a project that has already started. But for example, what we have done with Mar Menor was a project that already started in that country. So what we do is we promote and we give that international collaboration or that regional collaboration. So you can choose a topic that is not from zero, that has already started, and then you can like decide what topic do you want to talk and like try to how can I say, like contribute to that one so that we can push them to have like a really good impact. Did I explain myself more or less?
Yeah. So Mar Menor is a regional project.
Mar Menor was like an Ocean's Voice project, like for you to get to know like how we need to make the research, how can we need to make the position document, because right now we're in the campaign process. That means that we have already passed the research part. We already talked with the lawyers, so we were working with lawyers. What they want to do right now is to start the part of the press conference. So that means that after we have done this, we want that everyone gets to know what is Ocean's Voice and what we want to like give like strong input on that.
Okay. Yeah, thank you.
And something important is that there's so many good projects around the world, and be careful with the political issues. And be careful with the ones that you know that is a really, how can I say, difficult topic about. So, I mean, we can also try to choose good projects, but with the ones that had like really political issues and stuff, let's be careful with that too. Like, let's do it with a strategy. So that's why we have our advisory board. So for example, if you choose a project and the advisory board said like, hey, it is important to address it in a different way, we can do that. Like, that's why they are here. Okay. And Duke, Patrick, we have the Mar Menor project. That's the one that we already done. I don't know if, for example, the podcast, if you want to consider that as a big project, but the one of Mar Menor, we have that. We have the document, so you can use as a reference. We will have the campaign process, so you can use that as a reference too. Is that what I answered your question or not?
Yeah, sorry, I already muted myself.
No, but with Patrick. Yeah, thanks. Okay, so don't worry, Andy. Your coordinator will send to you all the information and will provide to you all the information and documents too.
Luciana.
Dime.
Just one thing, it's important to everyone to understand that's an Ocean's Voice project, and it will be important that everyone from every region will be involved to help us to share it, because it's really a big project. Even if you have the regional ones to be developed, it's very important that each one of us is a drop of water in this ocean that is this project now. So this is very important.
Yes, that's true. Thank you, Patty. it is important to consider that everyone have worked in this project. It doesn't matter where you belong, but you need to also make and work in that phrase that we are one ocean. So we need to share the things that we are publishing about Mar Menor. We want to also make from Ocean's voice that is visible, that we have worked on something big, and we have worked on something that may not seem from our country or our region, where we are still working on that. Así que es importante tomar en cuenta lo que dice Patti, que a pesar de que tú estés ya trabajando con tus proyectos regionales, el área de comunicación y relaciones públicas van a seguir trabajando en Mar Menor, pero es importante que compartan, o sea, realmente no saben el impacto que hacemos cuando compartimos, porque más personas lo conocen, porque más personas llegan a notar que no importa en dónde nos localicemos, es importante nosotros incidir en diferentes regiones, sin importar que no me esté afectando directamente. Entonces eso sí me gustaría hacer énfasis. Y bueno, déjame ver si falta. Nuestras redes sociales son estos, por favor, síguelos, los puedes encontrar en Instagram, todos los links. Y una foto. Always with the picture. Okay, so if you can turn on your camera, for me that would be really awesome. I will stop. Yeah, if you have any question, don't be shy, you can contact us through WhatsApp group. And thank you, and let's have the picture. Okay, I will put the... Okay, we're missing Anna, we're missing you. Andrea, we're missing you. Christopher, we're missing you. Eric, I'm so happy that you're here, Eric. We're missing you, Carlita. Lakshat.
Sorry, Anna is me, but in like I have it in my phone and my computer because my audio of my computer doesn't work. But I will disconnect more.
Don't worry. Don't worry. Okay, so hey, Patrick, you're here. Okay, Sahana. Let me know if I say the word bad. Sahana and Delfina. Dani Osorio, Eric, Christopher. No, yeah. Okay. Nikhil, also you too. So I would take the picture with my phone, but if someone can help me taking, I don't know how to take the picture with the computer. If someone can do it and share the pictures on the WhatsApp, that would be really awesome. Someone knows to do it, say, hey, I can do it.
Yeah, I'll do it, don't worry.
Thank you. Okay, we have different pages, so let us know like, hey, I have take one and the second one, okay?
Okay, get ready. Smile. Okay, I'll take the other one. Don't move because I don't know who is in which one. So smile, everyone. Okay, done.
Perfect. Thank you for being here. If you have any question, please communicate with your coordinator. They will be the person that you must contact. And as well, please share with stay in North America, please stay, because remember that you need to talk with your coordinator. And that's it. Thank you so much for everyone. Have an amazing day. And thank you. Kisses to everyone.
Thank you, Lucy. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, team. Have a good day. Thanks a lot to everyone. Okay. Todos tuyos, Dani.
All right, thank you. Hi, like this is gonna be like pretty much like our first meeting, so like I want to like start just doing like basic introductions. So my name is Daniel Alejandro Osorio. I'm finishing double degree in marine science and molecular and cellular biology, and I will start my PhD in fall semester in Stanford on Hopkins Marine Station. So I'll just pass it over to Felicia. Felicia.
Well, I just joined this working group doing this meeting, but hi, I live in Florida. I do coral restoration and diving for debris, and I also work with CLEO, which is like an education program for climate leadership. And I'm only 15, so I don't really have a degree yet, but I'll pass it off to Julieta.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm from the. I'm not from the region, so go on to the next one.
Okay, I'll just give it to Haley.
Hi, I'm Haley. I also just joined. I live in Chicago, and I recently graduated from the University of Illinois with a degree in biology. But I'm very interested specifically in marine biology. And I actually a little bit with Danny last summer at Moat in Sarasota, Florida, working in coral health and disease. So that's kind of my experience that is relevant to Ocean's Voice. And
Patrick, do you want to go?
Yeah, I would go with Patrick.
Hey Lucy, how's it going? That was a good intro again. My name is Patrick Duke. I'm a PhD student at the University of Victoria in Canada. It just snowed. There's a big storm here today, so things are kind of crazy. There's like 20 centimeters on the ground overnight. I'll hand it off.
Anna, is Anna part of